Alrighty, so then diving into an updated PVE tier list for the month of July, we're going to be ranking Oyster Cookie and also Financier for the first time. Alright, so starting with SS tier, we've got a bunch of different cookies. We've got Sea Fairy here, we've got Dark Cacao, we've got Pure Vanilla Cookie, we've got Cotton Cookie, we've got Eclair, we've got Pumpkin Pie, we've got Dark Choco, again for that guild boss. We got Wildberry Cookie, arguably the best epic, tank in the game currently at the moment. We've also got Espresso due to the brand new Magic Candy, especially at +10. If you do not have his Magic Candy here at +10, he will probably drop down to maybe A tier in my opinion. The damage for AoE is still really, really good, but he does not get that, additional, true damage onto his skill. So again, probably dropping down ranks, but once you do get the +10 candy, absolutely going to be SS tier. Also following Espresso, we've got Vampire. Vampire Cookie again. I mean, literally probably S tier if you do not have his, Magic Candy maxed out at +10 to unlock his revive mechanic. But nevertheless, with his buffs and that revive mechanic, he is 100% going to be SS tier for PvE. The best single target damage dealer in the game, hands down. Absolutely going to be needed for guild boss to reach the, highest score to increase your overall rank for not only you, but also your guild. And last but not least, he's just an absolute boss killer. Next one up we've got for SS tier, that's going to bring us to Pomegranate Cookie. Again, that attack buff and healing is absolutely ridiculous. Definitely going to be somebody you want to pick up on. Last but not least here, we've got for S tier, and that's going to bring us into Clotted Cream. Clotted Cream still holding it strong here. Not only that, with Financier being added into the game, definitely going to be a cookie that you can utilize, especially early game, mid game, and late game for just all sorts of utility when it comes to PvE in different stages. Now, officially diving here into the S rank, starting us off, we've got Frost Queen. Now, you might be wondering why the second legendary in the game, Frost Queen, is placed on S tier and not SS, and it strictly comes down to her skill being very good for AoE damage and for multiple targets, but outside of multiple targets, when it comes to bosses, whether it's going to be in, World Exploration, Cookie Alliance, the guild boss, she just falls really, really short because she does need the target to be frozen and then thawing out to do maximum AoE damage. And because you can't stun a lot of individual targets in the Cookie Alliance, bosses in general, she just kind of falls flat for me, so she's going to be dropping down to S tier, but nevertheless, still a very good AoE damage dealer if you are looking for AoE damage and to control a lot of enemies. Alrighty, the next cookie we've got here, and that's going to be Holly Berry. Now, this might surprise some of you guys. You could easily argue that she belongs in SS or S. Either way here, I'm going to be placing her here in S tier, and it strictly comes down to we just have a lot of other defense units or tanks that we can be running on our teams that a lot of people are currently running. And keep in mind here, I actually update this tier list literally every single time a new meta shifts or we get new cookies diving into the game, all right? Because again, I want to make sure you guys are staying up to date with whatever the best cookies to invest on at any given moment. With that being said, Holly Berry's just dropping down to S tier for me for the current state of the game. Definitely still a good cookie to invest in if you happen to have her. And not only that, as the meta shifts, I'm sure we'll see Holly Berry jumping back up, especially when they release Magic Candies for Ancient Cookies. Alrighty, the additional cookies we've got for S rank, again, we've got a bunch of them here. We've got Purple Yam Cookie, we've got Sorbet Shark, we've got Parfait, we've got Caramel Arrow, we've got Rye Cookie here, we got Strawberry Crepe, we've got Crunchy Chip, and then last but not least here, we've got Oyster and Financier Cookie. I want to talk about here, and that's going to be Purple Yam. Purple Yam with the new Magic Candy, absolutely is going to be a insane tank. Just with his overall damage resistance buff, paired alongside somebody like Financier that can also, further increase all of that, paired with any other buffs you're providing from other individual cookies, definitely going to be somebody to keep on your overall radar, especially as people start to level up their Magic Candies to, level 20 and even level 30. We're going to start seeing a lot of different shifts happen, especially for Purple Yam, because again, I think he's got true potential to be a SS rank unit, especially for PvE. And it's also worth mentioning here, you got Crunchy Chip, Oyster Cookie, and then also Financier. Crunchy Chip and Oyster right now are pretty much just dominating when it comes to PvP and the Summoners comps, and not only that, the Summoners comp is being used very heavy in the new Master mode for World Exploration, at least through episodes 1 through 3. So with that being said, definitely going to be something to keep on your radar, definitely coming in an S tier at the current state of the game. Obviously, that will change potentially in the future as Summoners comps either shifts up or down, all right? And Financier Cookie, obviously a brand new cookie, broken as always, very, very good mechanic. Offers, a lot of different buffs, to whatever your highest damage dealer is. Definitely somebody to invest in if you happen to pull them. Alrighty, so then diving here into A tier. Starting us off, we've got Tiger Lily cookie. Definitely going to be a very good cookie for early game for most people if you happen to pull her early on. Not only that, though, she is going to be very good for certain stages throughout the world exploration, some teams on Cookie Alliance, but outside of that, she kind of falls off. There's a lot of other cookies that you can invest in that would probably carry you further, and not only that, would cross over to different types of content. Next up, we've got, I'm just going to list out a bunch of them. We've got, you know, Black Raisin Cookie here. We've got Licorice. Licorice is making a comeback, to be surprised, actually. A lot of people are utilizing Licorice in the brand new Masters mode. And not only that, I've had rumors here of a brand new Guild Boss strategy that potentially has the ability to score higher than the brand new Vampire comp. So again, going to be very interesting to see how that plays out. I think a lot of people are waiting for a magic candy on Licorice and or a little bit more stability from the, you know, Guild Boss comp before we start to see that actually shine. We've got Herb Cookie here. Again, very good healer if you don't have the other ones. Definitely going to be somebody that, you know, I would say invest in for certain niches, right? So definitely for the cleanse, going to be a very good option. But a lot of people currently in PVE are utilizing, you know, Pure Vanilla Cookie and Cotton side by side, or one of these two with Pomegranate here. Again, that attack buff is absolutely unmatched with really good healing. And then last but not least, we've also got Parfait for the debuff resistance. Next up we've got, and that's going to be Mango. Mango with the attack buff and also for the AoE. And also Mango just got a recent buff, so definitely going to be somebody to keep on your radar if you do happen to pull them early on for AoE damage. And not only that, providing a little bit of an attack buff similar to Pomegranate, but just not quite as good. We've got Almond Cookie here. Again, another investment. Almond's really, really good just in general. I would honestly say build Almond. I mean, he's just going to provide extra damage for your entire team. So again, definitely a really good support unit. If you have him, build him. Maddie here is not going to be a must build, was very good in the attack speed comp, and then some other niche, you know, like quad tank comps, but he's kind of fallen off by this point. A lot of people have utilized Financier in the place of Maddie and also Purple Yam, so that's going to be a sad day for Maddie, but we're going to be moving Maddie down to A tier when it comes to PvE. Coco here is going to be coming into A tier, could potentially honestly go up to S. It really depends on what content you're looking at for the stun immunity for Cookie Alliance and also for the World Exploration Master mode. Definitely going to be something to keep an eye out. I've used Coco a lot. We've got Alphagato here and Poison Mushroom, both of them very good boss cookies and for a lot of AoE poison damage. And then we've also got, you know, Red Velvet here. Again, Red Velvet just got his buff. One of the most recent updates. Definitely not going to be a game-breaking buff, but at the end of the day, definitely going to be usable once again here when it comes to PvE content, certain stages, certain niches, kind of like Tiger Lily there. We've also got Squid Ink here, just raw AoE damage. I really hope that they would buff Squid Ink. We definitely need a magic candy or something to add some more, you know, utility to his overall skill. And then we got Snow Sugar here. Snow Sugar was used a lot for the Summoners comp, kind of fallen off now a little bit, kind of replaced with Crunchy Chip and all the other Summoners comps with Oyster and stuff coming out. So again, we'll have to wait and see what happens there, but they're gonna be placed here on A for me. Next up here, we've got Tea Night Cookie, we've got Cherry Blossom, we got Twizzly Gummy for the overall zap. Very good for Cookie Alliance if you do not have Dark Cacao running. And then last but not least, we've got, and that's gonna be Cream Puff Cookie for our overall A tier. Definitely not going to be bad cookies to invest in. I don't have a whole lot to say here. T-Knight, you already know, he's a one-man show. Everybody's got to die on your team in order for him to really, really shine. Twizzy for the overall, you know, zap for the skill, taking away the HP shields. You know, Cream Puff's going to be a good one that you guys can build if you don't have any other options. And then Cherry Blossom, in my opinion, is just very good for early game AoE damage. Outside of that, though, definitely falls off when comparing to other AoE damage dealers. Diving into B tier here, we've got only a couple of cookies. We've got, you know, Werewolf Cookie here. We've got Latte Cookie. We've got Moon Rabbit Cookie. We got Pastry Cookie, Mala Sauce. We've got Mint Choco. We've got Sparkling. We've got Kumiho. And then last but not least here for B tier, that's going to bring us into Raspberry. You guys kind of already know a little bit about these cookies. Some of them are really good, you know, in certain situations, but definitely not as good as A, S, or even SS tier units. I would not be investing a whole lot of time into these cookies. Kumiho is very good for PvP or for PvE for the Kumi scam. You know, you're doing high burst damage. Outside of that, not going to be really used in my opinion. Moon Rabbit, I have been sleeping on Moon Rabbit. I know a lot of people said that they've seen insane healing provided by Moon Rabbit, but unfortunately, I haven't really invested too much time to him, and not only that, I don't see top-tier players actually utilizing him often. Latte, it's unfortunate, but until we get a Magic Candy for Latte, I don't think we're going to see her come back anytime soon. Nobody's pretty much utilizing her. Now, diving into the last two tiers we've got for you guys, it's going to bring us into C. We've got Milk, Lilac, Sonic, and Tails. Sonic and Tails here, guys, do not invest in them. If you are a returning player who collected Sonic and Tails, they're collectibles. That's it. That's all they are. With the level 70 requirement coming out now, the Tower of Sweet Chaos is actually doable. It's been proven over and over again that you can run it with 3 level 70 cookies at the very top, 150, with good toppings, of course, but so you absolutely don't need Sonic and Tails anymore, and not only that, people are pushing cookies like Ginger Brave to level 70 anyways to use on those stages where you can only use so many epics. So definitely going to keep that in mind. They're going to be dropping down to C, eventually probably dropping down to D because new players aren't going to have them. And then last but not least here, we've got Chili Pepper and Fig coming in at a D tier. Definitely would not invest in these guys. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to conclude our updated tier list for PvE for July 2022. You guys let me know what your thoughts are down below. As always, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe here on the channel for everything Cookie Run Kingdom related. Also, don't forget, I do update this tier list every single meta shift if something's major is happening, or when we get new cookies dropping into the game to not only rank them, but also, provide with you guys any shifts or changes that you guys need to know. But with that being said, though, guys, as always, I'll see ya on the next one.